Good morning, Om Shanti. Today is Murli of 5 August 2023. The essence of the Murli is, sweet children, you are now standing at a T junctions. On one side is the land of sorrow, on second side is the land of peace, and on the third side, the land of happiness. Now judge where you want to go. The question is, on the basis of which faith can you children remain constantly cheerful? The answer is, the first faith you need to have is who it is that you now belong to. After belonging to Father, you have no need to read the Vedas, scriptures, or religious books. The other faith you need is that your clan is the most elevated deity clan. With this awareness, you can remember the whole cycle. Those who maintain the awareness of the Father and the cycle will remain constantly cheerful. The song of the day is, someone made me belong to him and taught me how to smile. Om Shanti. You children, first of all, have the happiness of who it is that you now belong to. It would not be said that you now belong to a guru. You have to belong to the Father. Even after you leave your body, you will then belong to another Father. Here too, you have to belong to the Father. There is no need for any Vedas or scriptures. As soon as a child is born, his father understands that the child is master of his property. It is a matter of relationship. You children also know that in fact you are the first of all the children of a Father from beyond Shiv Baba. First we are the souls and then we receive the body. Each of you has a body and you have now found the unlimited Father. He has come and given you his introduction. You say, Baba, I belong to you and there are no other relationship. You have become the children of Father. This one says, I am not a guru, etc. On the board, the name Brahma Kumaris and Kumars is written, so there would surely also be the Father. You write that you are Brahma Kumars and Kumari. This is a relationship. There has to be the relationship with the mother and father. It is sung, you are the mother and the father and we are your children. It is as though the soul remembers this eternally. When we become your children, we will claim our inheritance. You know that you now belong to the mother and father. You are the children of Shiv Baba and so you definitely remember the father and the inheritance. You are not taught from any religious books. You are just made to have faith. You now belong to the Father. Therefore, remember him. The Father says, by remembering me, you will become like them. Like them means Lakshmi and Narayana. This is so easy. You should have broad and unlimited intellect. He doesn't explain anything else to you. He just tells you about your clans and how you go around the cycle of 84 births. He liberates you from studies the Vedas and scriptures. You have to continue to remember the Father. It is in your intellects how the world cycle turns. By knowing its beginning, middle and end, you become the highest on high. You become the masters of heaven. I make you cheerful for all the time. This is so easy, but you still forget it. What is the reason for this? Children never forget their parents. Are you forget your parents? No, we remember his name, profession, everything. Remember the Father and the inheritance, you will remain constantly cheerful. When there is sorrow, people remember the Father. The Father definitely gave you the happiness. When someone experiences sorrow, they say, oh Baba, oh God, you have been crying out in a distress every birth. Everything is now explained to you children very easily. Even though you may not be healthy, even though you may be very ill, you can still do the service. When someone is ill, people tell him to chant the name of Rama. means the God. Here too, even when you are ill, you can tell others, remember Shiv Baba. You definitely have to remind others of this. You can give this knowledge to others even if you are dying. You are children of a supreme soul. Remember him. Shiv Baba is the unlimited Father, and he alone will give you the inheritance. When you have an interest in doing service, you will give knowledge to others even when you are dying. It shouldn't be that you lie in hospital and stop speaking. No, no, we do the service on a hospital bed too. To the ward boy staff, to the nursing staff, to the doctors. Let something or other continue to emerge from your mouth. Your stage should be very good. So this would happen when our stage, our own intellect is pure. Even when you are ill, you can do a lot of service. When your friends and relatives come to visit you, tell them, remember the Supreme Soul. He alone is the protector of all. Therefore, remember Shiv Baba. He is the only one. Everyone receives the inheritance from just the one. In worldly relationships, the male receives an inheritance, females do not. A Kumari is considered to be more elevated than 100 Brahmins. In Brahma Kumaris, we give more regard to a Kumari, means a girl. Donations are made to those who are pure. You Kumaris are the purest of all. This is why it is said, I am donating my daughter. That is considered to be a great donation. At the time of marriage, the father is donating a daughter to a groom. So he said, this is said that it is a great donation. In fact, that is not a donation. You are now making a donation. You say, I am giving my daughter to the Shiv Baba for her to be an empress of heaven. In Brahma Kumaris, when a father gave a daughter, then he said, I am giving my daughter to the Shiv Baba to become an empress of heaven. However, the Kumari should also be well educated. She should be someone from our DT clan and who can quickly understand everything as soon as it is explained to her. She has to be serviceable. Baba is not going to look after little children. It is very easy to explain to anyone. Shiv Baba is your unlimited Father. The pictures are in front of you. Look, you are claiming the inheritance of this golden age. From where did Lakshmi and Narayana receive their inheritance? There is so easy, and this is why Baba is having large pictures made. This play is now coming to an end. We have been playing our parts for 84 births. We are now going back to the Baba, and we will then go into a new world. Our Baba is the creator of the new world. He is making us into the masters of that word. New word means golden age. We are the masters of that word. We are showing you the way you can receive the inheritance of constant happiness from the unlimited Father. Firstly, explain, I am a soul. I, a soul, I am eating. I, a soul, am walking. You have to practice this very well. Body consciousness has to be broken. Those who are body conscious remember their physical relatives. Those who are soul conscious only remember their Father from the beyond. While sitting, walking, moving around, let it remain in your intellects, I am a soul. I am a soul. You have to follow the Father's directions. Shiv Baba is giving you direction. Consider yourself to be a souls. You have to make effort. You will become members of heaven. However, you must not become happy with just a little. Although you will go to the heaven, you have to become a real children. Those who only remember Bab Dada are said to be a real children. If anyone else is remembered, you are then stepchildren. There are many who continue to remember both. That one is the Father who gives you the imperishable inheritance of heaven, and there is a clan, and there is also that clan. You receive sorrow from that clan, but you receive an inheritance of temporary happiness. You can now judge with your intellect in which direction am I going. Where should I go towards the worldly or beyond the world. Towards the worldly or beyond the world. I would go to beyond the world. I would go to the direction beyond the world. The intellect say, after belonging to the Father from beyond, why should I not go to the heaven? You have to die alive to your worldly relatives. By belonging to the Father from beyond, you will become the masters of heaven. Here you become the masters of hell. The soul says, where should I connect my intellect? Should I go to our lands of peace and happiness, or should I go here? In fact, there should not even be any thought of going here, means land of sorrow. You have been staying here for birth after birth. We will now never let go to the paralaukic Father. You children are personally sitting here in front of Father. You have no worldly relatives. Your intellect say, we will go to the Baba in the land of liberation and peace. Wake up in early in the morning hours and sit and churn in this way. You will enjoy yourself a great deal by sitting at that time. In which direction should I now go? Why should I go to the hell? Maya deceives you a great deal in this. You now have an aim and objective. You are now standing on the shore. You know that there is nothing but sorrow on this side. On that side, there is a happiness for 21 births. The Father says, remember me, remember me, remember me, because you have to come to me. Maya says, you have to go to the Word. Where should I go? You have found the path. On one side there is a path to the heaven, on the other side there is a path to the hell. There is a T-junction. A T-junction where there three roads meet. In which direction should we now go? One road is to the liberation. The second is to liberation in life. And the third is to hell. We don't go there. This is like a confluence of three rivers. There are junctions of three roads, and we are standing at one of those junctions. The example of T junctions is good. Where should we now go? Here is to be destroyed. Hell is to be destroyed. There is a lot of sorrow here. We are now standing at the T junctions. We are not going to move backwards. Baba has removed us from the road of sorrow and brought us to this T junction. Having passed along the road of sorrow for birth after birth, you have come here. Your intellect now say, we should go to the liberation and liberation in life. We are not going to sit in the land of liberation for all time. It isn't that we become free from playing our parts and do not come down again. It is not possible for you to become free from playing your parts. We have to play our parts. According to the drama, you will definitely come down again and then return like a swarm of mosquitoes. Those who have seen so much sorrow should also be able to see just as much happiness. Baba has put an equal balance in a drama. There are even those who have small parts and only come here for 1 or 2 births and then go back. You are now standing at a T junction. This is a land of peace and other is a land of happiness. If you wish to go to the land of peace, then continue to remember the land of peace. We have to remember in our intellects again and again. You have to remember liberation. Those who come down later remember the land of liberation more because they have stayed in the land of liberation for a longer period of time. You would remember the land of liberation in life. Let us go to the heaven quickly. Those people desire to stay in liberation. Okay, just continue to remember the Father. There is a benefit in that too. If someone wants to stay in land of nirvana and doesn't want to go to the land of happiness, you can then understand that one's part is not visible. Means that he is not visible in heaven. So why don't we go in heaven? There is a lot of happiness there. You are standing at a junction of a road leading to the land of happiness. You are making effort to that happiness. People will like your true yoga. Okay, continue to remember the Father. There is no need to remember the cycle. This knowledge is for those of all religions. You understand that however much everyone claimed according to the drama, they will come and claim their status again. If you want to go to the land of liberation, remember the Father only. If you want to remain constantly happy, there is a peace and happiness there. Wherever someone belongs, he has to claim that inheritance. The Father is a bestower of liberation and liberation in life for all. If someone is only going to take 1 or 2 births, he will experience both happiness and sorrow in that, just as a mosquito comes and goes after 15 to 20 days. That is not called an invaluable life. You are those who remain constantly cheerful for 21 births. You are lighthouses standing here. You can show both paths. You can go to the land of liberation, or you can remember both the land of liberation and the land of liberation in life. There is no need to study the scriptures, etc. for this. This is very easy for Brahma Kumaris because they haven't climbed that ladder. It is good to study in childhood because the intellect is good then. You don't remember anyone else at that time. All of you are Kumaris. You don't have to do anything else. Simply get busy studying, that's all. The boat will go across. Only the unlimited Father who makes us into the masters of heaven explains this to us. You have the pictures of what you have to become. We become a Lakshmi or Narayana. The Father says, through this study you will become the deities. This place now going to an end. People are in extreme darkness. You are now in the light. The Father has come and awakened you from sleep. This awakening is of intellect, the soul. The Father comes and awakens you. Wake up and make effort for the land of happiness. Those who belonging to your clan will continue to come, and there will continue to be expansion. You could calculate how many are becoming your subjects, but no. Some listen to a lot, whereas others leave after hearing just a little. You cannot calculate this. You have everything in your intellects as to who becomes part of the big rosary, the small rosary, and how the wealthy and ordinary subjects are created and who become those. Here you are told all of the things about who will become the main Sun dynasty emperors and empress, who will become part of the Moon dynasty, how many subjects will be created, how the branches, twigs and leaves etc. emerge from the middle of the whole tree onwards. That is the cycle of all the religions. Leaves continue to emerge even now. The incorporeal world will then become completely empty and destruction will take place. Millions will die in the Great War. Countless people will die. So many will die here, but only a few will go and rule in the Golden Age. There are now so many people. There isn't even enough food for them all. You children know that Baba comes at a confluence age. The Father explained, children, you have to perform actions for your livelihood. Continue to ask for advice about everything. Each of your karmic account is your own. Means the work done by you is your own. This will affect the future. Continue to ask for Shrimat from the eternal surgeon. He will give each of you your own individual medicine. It is explained that this word has already ended. Now remember the Father and your boat will go across. The Father has come to destroy the hell and to establish the heaven. We are giving you advice. We are also giving you the Shrimat, means advice that we have received from Shri Shri, means God is giving us the Shrimat. The Father says, remember me and you will become the masters of heaven. Okay, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children's love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, Father and Bap Dada. The spiritual father say namaste to the spiritual children, and we the spiritual children say good morning to our mother, father and Bap Dada, and love from our all. Thank you, Baba. Thank you so much. Essence for the dharna. The number one is have an interest in doing service. Stay in remembrance of Father even when you are ill. Remind others to stay in remembrance. Continue to donate knowledge with your mouth. The second is become real children, not the stepchildren. That is, stay in remembrance of the one Father. Wake up early in the morning and churn the ocean of knowledge. Do not remember anyone else. The blessing of the God is may you become a world benefactor and transform the world with your pure and powerful feelings. Detail is you children constantly have a pure feelings in your minds that everyone should benefit, that every soul should become happy for many births and become full of attainments. The fruit of these pure and powerful feelings of yours transforms the soul of the world. As you progress further, even matter will be transformed because, according to the drama, you elevated confluence age souls have been blessed with receiving instant fruit. Therefore, any soul who come into the relationship or contact with you will experience the fruit of peace and love at that moment. The slogan of the day is remain stable in Trikaldarshi stage. Who knows the three world? When you make decision, you will have success in every action. When we have three stages of life in our intellect, then when we make decision, you have a success in every action. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you so much.